Good morning, children. This video is for anyone who's working in the Pharaoh group. Before we start today's learning, please do today's Fluent in 5, which is on the screen now. So please pause the video and answer the questions. And here are your answers. So today's learning, children, we are going to be doing, we're going to be using the inverse operation to use your knowledge of addition and subtraction to check your workings to ensure accuracy. So I'm just going to quickly explain what I mean by inverse operation. So we had a simple question that was, say, 124 add 87. So that's our question there. And we work out the answer as normal. So 4 plus 7 equals 11. 2 plus 8 is 10. Plus 1 is 11 again. And then 1 plus 1 equals 2. So that answer is 211. But to use the inverse, we're going to use the opposite of our operation here, which is, so opposite of addition is subtraction. So we're going to use subtraction to check to make sure our answer is correct. Whenever we do a subtraction question, we always want the largest number to be at the top, and that's always going to be our answer in this case. So 211 take away, and we can choose either of these numbers, it doesn't matter. So we're going to take 87. Now, to check that we've got this answer correct, what we need to do is we need to hope that this answer here, this number here, 124, is our answer. We can't do 1 take away 7 because 7 is greater than 1. So we need to exchange. So 11 take away 7 is 4. We can't do 0 take away 8. So we need to exchange again. So turn the 2 into a 1, and the 1 goes in front of the 0, makes 10. 10 take away 8 equals 2. 1 take away nothing equals 1. 124, same number here. So let's use an inverse to check our answer. So we're now going to look at our task sheets today. So our first question says here, 13,849 plus 1,944 equals 15,793. True or false? Complete the inverse operation below to check. So we've been given an addition calculation. So we're going to use subtraction. Now we've been given the top number is our answer here, so we can choose out of these two numbers. I'm going to choose 1,944. I've got to make sure first that I line it up correctly, make sure I've got the values in the right place value columns, and now I can start working. So 3 take away 4 cannot do because 4 is greater than 3, so I exchange. So that 9 turns into an 8. Now I've got 13. 13 take away 4 equals 9. 8 take away 4 equals 4. 7 take away 9 I cannot do because 9 is greater than 7. So 5 turns to a 4, and we put a 1 in front of the 7 to make 17. 17 take away 9 equals 8. 4 take away 1 equals 3. 1 take away nothing equals 1. So our answer is 13,849, and we need to check that this is the same number as that. As we go through, so the 1 is in the 10,000s column, the 3 is in the thousands, 8 is in the hundreds, 4 is in the tens, 9 is in the ones. So we can say that this answer is true. Use an inverse operation to calculate the missing numbers. So we've got an addition calculation. That's the first thing we want to identify. So they want us to do an inverse. So we need to use the opposite of addition, which is subtraction. To do this, remember, subtraction, whenever we do a subtraction question, the largest number, which is always the answer, must be at the top. We've been given the answer. So we can do over here 86,754, and we're taking away this number here. 47,327. So we're now going to use our knowledge of subtraction to help us work out what this missing number is. 4 take away 7 we cannot do because 7 is greater than 4, so we must exchange. So 5 turns to a 4, 1 goes in front of the 4. 14 take away 7 is 7, 4 take away 2 is 2, 7 take away 3 is 4, cannot do 6 take away 7, so we need to exchange again. The 8 turns into a 7, and the 1 goes in front of the 6. 16 take away 7 equals 9, 7 take away 4 equals 3. So our answer here is 39,427. Very nice, easy, simple question to do there. It's just making sure that you're lining up your numbers correctly and that you do your calculations. Each one is important. You make one mistake here and then ruin the whole answer. So you got to make sure you take your time over each individual calculation. The next question. Mark and Martha have a combined score of 28,526 points. Mark scored 9,243 points. You do an inverse operation to calculate Martha's score. So we've been given two numbers, this number here and this number here. But there is a key word in our question here, and it's combined. When you combine something, you're joining two or more things together. So because we've got, this is our combined score, there was two amount of scores and they've been combined together to make one score of 28,562. So this is our total. So we're going to use this to help us work out, because we've been given the total, we need to find out the missing number, and the total is always our greatest number. So we're going to write 28,562. And we need to take away this number from that number. So we're writing 9,243. Remember, make sure you line it up carefully. The 9 goes in the thousands column. 243. Cannot do 2 take away 3, so we must exchange. We've now got a 1 in front of the 2, so 12 take away 3 equals 9. 5 take away 4 equals 1. 5 take away 2 equals 3. Cannot do 8 take away 9, because 9 is greater than 8. We exchange, so the 2 turns to a 1. The 1 goes in front of the 8 to make 18. 18 take away 9 equals 9. 1 take away nothing equals 1. So our answer is 19,319 is Martha's score. Last one here. Tick the calculations that are correct and the inverse of each other. So before we do any working out, we can see that we've got 4 calculations that have each got that have been answered correctly, but we've got to identify which ones have been used correctly. Now, I always say this, I've always said this, whenever you do a subtraction question, the largest number must be at the start of your calculation, the largest number. So we look here, this is our subtraction. Our largest number is not 21,919. It's 34,033 equals 12,114. This is correct. This is incorrect, because this number needs to be here. So we can put a cross here. So you can see we've been given another subtraction here. Now, we've got 34,000 take away 21,000 equals 12,000. Now, we could work this out to double check that this is correct, but I am telling you that these two digits, this digit taken away from this digit will give you that answer. So you don't need to do any working out, it's about identifying. So this is a question in a test where you wouldn't have to be required to do any working out. It's been able to understand which ones have been used correctly to work out the answer. So we can do 21,000 plus 12,000, these two numbers here, because the largest number in an addition question has to be at the end. Well, 34,033 is greater than both these numbers, so that's correct. Subtraction question here, is the biggest number at the beginning of the sentence of the calculation? Yes, 34,000 is greater than both these numbers. And here, this is an addition question. To always identify, is it addition or subtraction? And if it's addition, make sure the largest number is at the end, is the answer. And as you can see, we've got 34,303. But what you'll notice is this. is that this number here is different to this number here and to this number here. Now, as we said, we can work one of these out. So we'll work this out now. So 12,114 plus 21,919. We're going to add these two together. So 4 plus 9 equals 13. 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 3. 1 plus 9 equals 10. 2 plus 1 plus 1 equals 4. 1 plus 2 equals 3. So the answer is 34,033. And as I said, it's about identifying. So here what they're trying to do is trick you. See that they've put the 3 in the wrong place. So you just got to be careful with that. So as we can see, this is incorrect because they've calculated this incorrectly. That's your learning for today's lesson. So please now go to your task sheet and answer the questions. Best of luck.